Hello all, welcome back to Shave with Peg Leg. Yes, it's Wednesday's head shave. I know a lot of you don't watch head shaves, but I do it anyways. Anyways, today's razor. Thank you for joining me, by the way. Appreciate you, I really do. Is the Blue Shave Club. This is their 5-bladed cartridge razor. This is one of the better cartridges out there, in my opinion, for head shaving. Especially, I have not used any of my cartridges on my face. I did that years ago, and I swore I'd never do it again. Especially after I switched to DE style shaving completely, and won't go on the face. It could, if it works on the head, it'll work on the face. But yeah, it's a good razor, gives good cut. And the thing I like about this company is part of their proceeds go towards law enforcement and first responder charities, or like officers lost in the line of duty so their family can keep their home, their kids can go to college, stuff like that. They donate part of the proceeds to organizations like that, to me, which is good stuff, you know. Appreciate that. Soap again today is the Pré de Provence. I believe that's how it's pronounced because it's made in France. The number 63. This is the one that I used yesterday on the face, and I still got some left in the bowl, so I'm using it today. This is the one. The scent notes on this again are peppery with a mild citrus note, rounded out by cedarwood, juicy plum, and violet leaves that finish into an ambery base of leather and tobacco. The one thing I pick up out of this more than anything is the cedar wood. Yeah, to me, that's what overpowers everything. It's a good scent. I like it. And I do have the aftershave balm for it. And since it's spicy, I use Old Spice with it. And this is the soap that's left over in the bowl from yesterday. That's how much extra I had. I shaved the bottom of that puck, and I put the shavings into the bowl, and I just let the soap that was in there dry out overnight. And that's what I've got, and that's what we're going to lather. I'm using my AKA Brushworx Never Alone 2 brush. The number, I believe it's the number 15. And first of all, I'm going to put a little water in here. I squeezed the brush a little too much. Just dumped a little water in there. I probably could have let this bloom a little bit when I was in the shower, huh? It probably would have lathered up really nicely after that. As you can see, this stuff just comes right to life. Look at that. You can do that with any soap. If you've got extra soap in the bowl, I just put a washcloth over this for overnight. Just in case there's any critters running around, dust particles, hair particles, shit particles, you know. But my toothbrush hangs out in the open. You know, I don't mind a little poop in the mouth. I've got a potty mouth anyway, so what's a little poop to go with the potty? But you know how they say feces particles get in the air when you come in. I don't know how, but that's what they say. Personally, I think they're lying, but okay. Because I don't know about you, but my poop goes in the water. It doesn't go up in the air. But this is what it looks like. This is sitting for 24 hours in here. Well, almost 24 hours. It's a little earlier. I'm about 4 hours earlier on the shave, so it's been sitting in here for 20 hours. But it has dried out overnight. And you just do that. If you've only got one soap, or you've got too much, you put too much soap in the bowl for your shave, instead of throwing it out, just let it sit. Put something over it, just so it doesn't get dusty and whatnot, you know. and use it again. Just needs to be rehydrated. That's it. Okay, let's get rid of the eyeballs. So, for you, those of you in the United States, especially if you're in the Pacific part of the country, the northern Midwest, or the Northeast, down to North Carolina, I do believe, you guys are in for some weather this week. The rest of this week into the weekend. Damn. Okay, I hurt this wrist today. No, not doing that. I broke this wrist years ago and never had it reset properly. I broke it when I was on vacation, and I was going to be damned if I was going to spend vacation money before I had insurance in a frickin' hospital room getting my wrist set and spending time. And besides that, this is our last stop before we got to our destination, and I wasn't going to ruin our vacation by sitting in a hospital delaying our trip. Alright, with the grain, back to front with the grain. So anyways, I was loading luggage into the back of our minivan. Yay, good old minivan. Do they still even make minivans, or are they all SUVs now? Crossovers and shit. Anyways, and I forgot what was behind me was the concrete tire stop. You know, they stand about that high in the concrete. They're about the width of your car, and you roll up until your tires hit, and they keep you from going too far. Yeah, well, I forgot that was behind me after I threw a couple bags into the back of the minivan and tripped on it and fell backwards. And as I fell, I naturally put this arm out to brace my fall. And when I got up, or as I was sitting there actually on the concrete, you know how your wrist is like that? Well, this wrist was like here. I can't even bend it that far, but it was, I mean, it was like almost 90 degrees over. It was, yeah. It's like, oh, that's not good. And it didn't hurt yet. So I stood up, and right next to our parking spot was sign and the metal pole embedded. You know, they're shaped like they come in at an angle, and then they got the back piece. It's like folded sheet metal, but it's thicker than sheet metal. I forget what the hell it is, what kind of metal it is. Anyways, and it's usually got some kind of no parking, or parking this time, or parking for this place only type sign on top of it. Well, there was one of those there, and it was embedded in the concrete, and I grabbed a hold of it with this cockeyed wrist, and I leaned back, and I straightened the wrist out and set it. That's when it hurt. And we drove up the street a little bit, found a pharmacy. The wife went in and got a wrist splint and some ace bandages. She came back out. We wrapped it really tight in the ace bandage, and we put the wrist splint on, which had the metal bar that it's almost like a bowling splint. Metal bar that came up to hold your wrist straight, and we put that sucker on really tight, and that's how we finished vacation. And I never had it properly reset. So this wrist, occasionally when I go to use it, will give out on me. And it's also one of the reasons I don't really want to work out with it. Because if you're going to push weight and this wrist gives out, the weight, I mean, when it gives out completely. You can't hold a feather with it when it gives out. It's done. Well, today I push up on the arms of the chair to stand up, and it decided, nope, you're not doing that right now, and I flopped back down in my chair, and I had to get myself up one-armed and two artificial legged. It's coming back, but it's still kind of on the messed up side. I'm going to do 3 passes today, strictly because I have got enough soap in here for 2 more shaves. But yeah, that's what happened to my wrist. It's like the time I broke my little toe. I kept telling the ex-wife, well, she was the wife at the time, I said, just set the toe, just pull it straight out and set it back into place and tape it to the other toe, because that's all they're going to do at the hospital. Oh, no, we're going to the hospital. Well, even back then, I mean, we're talking 20 years ago or more. It was still like $356 for them to pull the toe straight, set it back into place, and tape it to the other toe. Which I already knew that's what they were going to do. And that's all I wanted her to do, but she wouldn't do it. Oh, it's got to be set properly. It's a little freaking toe. It does not matter if it's set properly. I could let it heal sitting like this, except for it's kind of difficult to put socks and shoes on. I caught it on the edge, on the very end of a table that was not legs, but it was a square base table. And I caught that toe and it 90 degreed off my foot. Oh, we've all broken bones doing stupid shit. I wasn't even doing stupid shit. I was just going around the corner and cut the corner too sharp. And well, I guess that is stupid shit. But yeah, that's all that happened on that one. But anyways, you guys in the Pacific North, the the Midwest northern part of the states, and eastern, northeast, all the way down to, I think it's North Carolina. Hell of a storm coming in. It's supposed to blow through the weekend. It's going to travel across the country through the weekend. Lots of wind and rain. Thunderstorms. Bad thunderstorms. And in the higher elevations, there will be snow. So there you go. There's your weather report for the week. While I'm sitting down here still sweating my frickin' ass off because this frickin' heat will not break. It's broke a little bit. I shouldn't say that. We're no longer in the mid 90s during the day. We're in the high 80s to low 90s. Some days it still gets to 92, 93. Some days, not often, but they're saying that that's pretty much over with. We're pretty much going to be 87 to 90 or thereabouts for the next couple weeks, which, thank you. A little break would be nice. I like this razor. For me, the way I shave, it's got a thick, can you see where it's thick right there? Thicker than down here? That's like right where I really want to grab it. And it's got like little grooves in there. Can you see that? I like the handle. The handle design is very good. It would help if I went the right way, wouldn't it? Just looking at something. Well, they're about the same. I was thinking the head on this was thinner than the Harry's, but they're about the same thickness. Okay, just the back channel. Let's see if I can get in there and get it with this razor. Nope, it's still too thick. The 5-bladed head is just too wide. Now if they made one of these that flexed in between each, pivoted like this in between each blade, it'd be awesome. Look at this. I still got another shave. So I'll put it up, and guess what? I'll use it again Tuesday. Yes. We're gonna see it 3 shaves in a row until we get rid of it. Or wait, Saturday, excuse me, Saturday. Tuesday was yesterday, dumbass. So yeah. I'll squeeze the soap that's out of the brush into the bowl, and we'll go from there. Feels good. Don't need Allen with a cartridge razor, but I am going to use the witch hazel. And I got a lot in my hand, but it's done. I finally finished it. Whoa, that was a lot. Yep, I knew I had a lot in my hand. But, alright, next bottle will be Dickinson's. Old Spice. Procter & Gamble Old Spice. Not the good Old Spice. Oh, yeah. No burn though. Because, oh, shiz it. That came out. Alright, well, we're going to do. Why not? Face could use some balm too, right? I didn't squeeze it that hard, but it just comes shooting out of there. Now everything I'm touching is like trying to grab it with brake fluid on my hands. Okay. Get the towel out. Wipe my fingers. Oh, 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 oh. Glasses will probably slide off my nose. Good head shape. This does a good job. This is one of the better ones out there. Like I said, I like their causes that they donate to also. So you can buy them through, it's Blue Shave Club razor, and you go on to Walmart.com and you can order it through Walmart.com. I don't know who else carries it. Honestly, I don't. I just know that Walmart does carry it because that's where I bought it. And if you're interested in supporting a group or a company that supports causes like that, that's what you get. It's a nice looking razor too. I do like this handle. I like the thickness of it right there, and and these aren't. Can you hear that? They have a little flex to them. They're a little soft. They're not hard plastic. They've got, you can feel when you do this, you can feel them flexing. So they're soft. Not completely soft, but they got a little flex to them. Alright guys, I appreciate you being here. Love you all. Thank you. Don't forget, if you want to buy from the razor company, please consider using my affiliate link. Yes, I get a kickback, but when that account hits $25, I do get a $25 gift card to the razor company and give it back to you guys in form of giveaway. Because you use the link, you get the money. It's not me. I don't need it to support the channel. So I give it back to you guys. Don't forget to check the 4 channels I'll put in the description box. They're all under 1,000 subs. Please all give all those guys a like and a subscription. I'm sure they'd appreciate the numbers going up. And with that, I will say, hump day. It's hump day. Hey George, it's hump day. Anyways, remember those commercials? God, they were hilarious. Anyways, from this hump day to Saturday, enjoy your work. Enjoy going to work. Be good. Hey, if you got to do it anyways, might as well enjoy it, guys, and be nice and happy while you're there. All right? So take care. Enough of battling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there all.